Give applause, please. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Banyuwangi. Your Excellency, Mr. Seorang and AG, as the headmaster of Banyuwangi, respectable all teacher of Banyuwangi, Honorable Mrs. Zuee, and unforgettable all students of Banyuwangi, who are loved by our God. Amen. First of all, let's thank to our God, the Almighty, who has been giving us mercies and blessings until we can attend this meeting without any obstacle in this happy place and time. Secondly, my salawat and salam be our Prophet Muhammad SAW, upon him who has led us from the darkness to the lightness in this world as well as in the next world. My dear happy brother and sister, here we are as the mistress of ceremony wants to read the agenda today one by one. The first agenda is opening. The second agenda is speech. The third agenda is material. The last agenda is closing. Well, dear happy ladies and gentlemen, now we stop to the first agenda, namely is opening. Let's open our meeting today by praying together. May our meeting be able to run well. Amen. Now we are coming to the next agenda, that is speech by Mr. Seorang. The time is yours.
Bingung ini. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang. Apa bahasa Inggrisnya? Aku ya iso. Kemudian selamat siang kepada Mrs. Siapa jenengnya? Siapa jenengmu? Mrs. Yang London. Semoga beliau semangat sehat, sebuah anugerah yang tidak terkira. Hari ini, 2 hari ini madrasah kita Mandua Banyuwangi ketiban durian yang jatuh karena saudara kita dari Prancis dan London hadir di tempat ini. Hormati Bapak Pak Bibit, ya Pak Bibit yang sebagai promotor dalam kegiatan ini, yang sudah mengawal bisa sampai di Indonesia dan Banyuwangi. Selamat untuk kita semua, karena hari ini beliau Mrs. J bisa datang ke sini karena beliau. Juga yang saya hormati senior panjenengan. Beliau ini senior panjenengan. Beliau Banyuwangi. Ada. Oh ya, masih di Amerika. Beliau baru landing dari London kemarin. Jadi beliau alumni Mandua. Ya, selamat datang juga sahabat saya yang setiap hari mengawal dengan saya. Saya baru tahu kalau sahabat saya ini, saudara saya ini punya kelebihan yang luar biasa. Ya, padahal tukang arit. Ternyata hubungannya sejak kemarin dengan orang luar negeri. Namanya Mas Arif Iskandar. Ya. beliau yang memiliki kapal arung dari arah Dalam sampai ke arah Bekasi, yang sekarang menjadi destinasi wisata untuk dayung. Ya, kemarin juga kegiatan pramuka, nanti pramuka akan saya bawa ke sana. Saya mau kafe itu dan payu, ya. Aku sampai orang buka kafe dan payu. Yang saya hormati tentunya dari saudara saya dari Paris, Mrs. Wilda dan Mr. Yuna yang cakep dan cantik, yang sudah 2 minggu bersama kita dan membersamai kita semua. Tentu juga Mr. Arif, Mr. Novel, juga anak-anakku yang tergabung dalam kelompok bahasa Inggris. Ini bahasa Inggris dagaan, tapi hasilnya sungguh luar biasa. Ucapan selamat datang tentunya kami sampaikan kepada rombongan dari London. London itu anak-anak sekalian, rutenya ya dari sini Genteng lewat Sempung, terus utara, terus timur, terbatas, dan sampai London dari sana. Itulah rutenya. Kita biar penasaran juga, suatu saat pasti Allah akan mentakdirkan di antara kita ada yang jadi mahasiswa di London. Kemarin suatu saat siswa kita ada yang jadi mahasiswa di Al-Azhar, di Kairo, dan di Prancis. Dan itu impian saya, impian yang terus untuk anak-anakku yang hebat, anak-anakku yang menjadi kebanggaan kami, yang hari ini kami persiapkan panjenengan. Dan ini sangat-sangat anak-anak teristimewa, karena di madrasah lain belum pernah ada yang seperti ini. Tepuk tangan untuk kalian. Kita mengecek man 1, man 3, man 4 yang ada. Pokoknya man 2 is the best. Ibarat Google, dibuka Google-nya, mau lihat apa saja, disinilah tempatnya. Betul? Maka dari itu, satu kesempatan yang sangat-sangat langka dan mungkin tidak pernah akan ada, maka kesempatan ini tidak pernah akan terulang kembali. Manfaatkan dengan sebaik-baiknya. Apalagi hari nanti kita akan mendapatkan satu ilmu bagaimana pengolahan sampah yang berbasis plastik. Dan itu menjadi masalah internasional, masalah dunia. Maka dari generasi panjenenganlah, kita mulai dari panjenenganlah, saya yakin masalahnya akan terurai, karena panjenengan adalah garda terdepan untuk mengawal program yang sangat amat mulia ini, karena kita menjaga kesehatan. Ya, dan terima kasih khususnya saudara saya Mas Arif yang telah bersusah payah, telah menyiapkan waktu di tengah-tengah beliau sangat-sangat sibuk, tapi masih menyempatkan dan memperhatikan omongan saya, ngobrol saya. Mas Zuee aku tekakno tulis toko luar negeri dan sonai maklum. Alhamdulillah doa kita diijabahi, dikabulkan oleh Allah Tuhan yang Maha Esa. Oleh karena itu anak sekalian, sekali lagi kalian adalah istimewa yang mendapatkan perlakuan istimewa karena panjenengan selama 1 bulan ini digembleng dengan kebahasaan itu. Sebenarnya untuk apa sih sebenarnya kok saya manggil dari Tempari? Ya iki Cak, kemarin saya itu dapat tawaran ke luar negeri 4 negara. Kami zero tidak bisa memenuhi karena belum ada satupun anak-anakku yang memiliki skill keahlian dari segi kebahasaan. Maka lewat forum ini, ya, lewat Mrs. Hilda, Mr. Kunat, Mr. Kato, dan lain sebagainya, Mrs. Alfi yang hari ini mengawal kita ini, sebenarnya akan saya siapkan 2 tahun ke depan kalian harus ke luar negeri, jangan di Indonesia. Justru lebih enak ke luar negeri. Contohnya apa? Kalau dengan ke Surabaya naik darat 8 jam, tapi kalau ke luar negeri ke Australia hanya 7 jam dan nyampe. Dekat mana? Dekat Australia. lebih banyak di Australia dan seterusnya dan seterusnya. Saya kira itu. Sekali terima kasih. Mudah-mudahan waktu yang singkat amat padat ini bisa menghasilkan sesuatu yang terbaik. Terakhir, mohon berkenan nanti Mrs. Zuee dan tim untuk bisa berbincang-bincang kepada anak-anak kami yang hari ini insya Allah bahasa Inggrisnya sudah ngalah-ngalahi wong Inggris. Yang nanti kita podcast di ruangan yang sangat-sangat istimewa. Ya di Inggris no ya, di Inggris no ya. Demikian, kurang mohon maaf. Bila taufik wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May your speech be useful for us. Amin. My brothers and sisters in happiness, for the following agenda is majored by Mrs. Zuee. Time is yours.
Please. Ini sore nama otok bisa. Hello.
Can you hear me okay? Okay, thank you so much for coming today. It's very nice to meet you. I'm very excited to be here. Now, who here studies English? Put your hand up if you study English. Oh, good. Because I cannot speak any Indonesian well. No, I can say two things. I can say terima kasih. And I can say sampai jumpa. But that's all. So while I'm learning Indonesian, I have my good friend Diana here to help me translate into Indonesian for you. To make sure that you can understand my messages today. Is that okay? Yeah! Can we all give a good welcome to Diana, please?
Halo teman-teman, masih butuh translator nggak ya?
Don't need the translation. Let's go then. So, I will start the presentation, yes? Are you ready? What? Okay, let's go. From London to Banyuwangi. Can anybody guess where I am from? London. Good guess. You guys have big brain. The teachers are doing a good job, obviously. Could we have the next slide, please? Thank you. Right, who knows where London is? Put your hand up if you know. Okay, I'll make it easier. What colour section on the map is Europe? Green. This bit here? This is America. This is the United States. And this is South America. Again, what colour is Europe? Now, where do you think the United Kingdom is? Is it here? No, that's Italy, where we have pizza. Who likes pizza? Pizza. Okay, is it up here in Norway? Not in Norway. Is London in here? Yes. So that's where I've come from to visit Banyuwangi. And where is Banyuwangi? It's all the way Okay, good. So, okay, all this way to meet you and to talk about plastic pollution. But first of all, I'm going to talk a little about my life in London. Next slide, please. Thank you. So this is a typical scene in the city of London. Yeah. We have red buses and lots of very big buildings. And I think the flags were up to celebrate a special occasion because we just got a new king. Does anybody know the name of the new king of England?
Charlotte.
Very good! Okay, excellent. Right, next slide, please. Thank you. Now, so in the winter in England, it gets very cold. And we have to put on a woolly hat. Boots, and we have to walk to school in the snow. Freezing cold, but when we finish school, we get to come out and play in the snow. And my favourite thing to do in the snow is to make snowmen. It's also fun to have a snow fight, right? Where you pick up the snow and you throw it at the ground. Freezing cold, but it's very fun. I recommend it. Okay, next slide, please. Whoa. Yummy. Who knows what this is called? Fish and chips. Fish, chips, and mushy peas. This is green peas that we mash. I don't know why we mash it. I don't know. It's a mystery for me, but it's delicious. This is the most traditional meal in England, and it's my favourite. I think it's everybody's favourite in England, actually. Okay, thank you. Next slide. And this is with my friend Diana. We had a fun day out on the weekend. So here I am. This is my name, Zuee. It's a little bit difficult to say, so you can just call me Zoe, or as some of them here call me Zuee. It's fine, I don't mind. So I went to university a long, long time ago, and I studied environmental biology. Okay, so I studied the animals and plants, and I also studied how pollution affects the animals and plants, okay? Then I went to do a master's degree, so we did 3 years for our first degree, from 18, 19, 20, 21 when you leave university, and then I did 1 more year of my master's degree, and I did that in environment and development. So that was especially looking at environmental problems in countries like Indonesia. Okay? So I understood what all the different problems were, and then I went to work in waste management. I think I chose it for the glamour. Who wouldn't? So who knows, who can describe for me what waste management is? Waste management, sampah. Okay, so when we buy something and we use it and we throw it away, then somebody like me comes and okay, so that the animals and plants are not harmed by the sampah. Okay, so I have 3 words actually. Terima kasih, sampai jumpa, and sampah. Okay, So I've been working with sampah for 20 years.
Wow.
I know, right? And it's so long, I know. But do you know what? I have learned something new every day. Every day. It's such an interesting area. It covers all sorts of things, from people's attitudes and beliefs, to what they do in their home with their sampah, to big government decision making. I've been working for the United Nations, all on sampah. And my job has taken me all around the world. So I'm very lucky, and I'm super happy that my job has finally brought me to Banyuwangi. Okay, next slide please, thank you. So, today I'm here to focus on plastic. Okay, who knows how plastics are made?
From plastic.
Anybody know what plastic is made from?
Kimia.
Okay, well, I want you to think back a long way to the time of the dinosaurs. Okay. Alright, so the dinosaurs and the trees that were growing at the time of the dinosaurs, well, they all died eventually, like we all did, and they got squashed underneath new plants and new animals. They got squashed and squashed and squashed into the ground, and eventually the squashing turned it into oil. Yeah, okay. Who knows what else we use oil for? We pump oil out of the ground and we use it for motors, that's right. We put it into our cars and our motorbikes and we drive with it all the time, every day. We put it in our aeroplanes. We do lots and lots with oil. And one of the big things that we do with the oil is we make plastic. Yeah, so I always think about plastic as being made from squashed dinosaurs. It's true though, that's what it is. So if you were a dinosaur, it would be sad to think that you had been pumped up out of the ground to be made into a plastic cup that somebody is going to use and throw. Right? Okay, this has been millions and millions of years to be made, and then we pump it up, turn it into plastic, use it once and throw it. It's not good, is it? Now, I'm not saying that plastic is a bad thing. Plastic is a very useful thing. Who can think of a useful thing that we do with plastic? Shopping, yes, that's right. So our food is packaged in plastic and that keeps it clean and safe. Yeah? Yeah, bottles of water, yeah, so that we can get drinking water wherever we are. It's another good use. Any other ideas? Electronics, yes, our phones and our laptops all have plastics in them. Very good. Clothes, yes, excellent. So our polyester clothes, not cotton. Cotton is made from cotton plants. Yeah. But polyester is made from plastic. And our trainers, you know, if you have these running shoes, that's made from plastic. And I can see you have these blue drawers under your tables here. Yeah, that's made from plastic. And I can see this tripod here has lots of plastic on it. And what else? The light bulb has plastic on it. And Pat Bibbitt's pen is made from plastic. Thank you, Pat Bibbit. That's right, yeah, the phone case is made from plastic. The Plastic cup is made from plastic. Anything else? Woo. Yeah, yes, the air conditioner is made from plastic. You guys are getting the idea, right? So much is made from plastic because it's so useful. It's cheap, it's lightweight, you can make it into many different types of plastic for different uses. Like our cars have lots of plastic in there. Plastic is everywhere and it's great. But when we've finished using it, then what? Next slide, please. Thank you. So, the thing is that plastic lasts forever. It doesn't rot down or biodegrade like a banana skin. Yeah? Because the banana skin has grown on a tree, you can throw the banana skin and it will turn back into soil. Yeah? But anything made from plastic is just going to stay there forever and ever and ever. So we need to think of a better idea, don't we, than just using it without thinking and throwing it. What do you think? Yeah? Recycling is a good idea. Reuse is a very good idea. Excellent. So I asked your teacher, Alif, if you had environmental lessons here, and he said no, but I can see you've got a big brain. Okay, next slide, please. Thank you. Wow. So, this is a lot of plastic in the middle of the ocean. How do we think it gets to the middle of the ocean? The fish? Well, the fish are not using the plastic or taking it there. How's it getting there? Okay, what happens when you are in your village and you throw your plastic by the side of the road? And then the rain comes and it washes it into the river. Oh. And where does the river go? Where do all rivers go? All rivers go to the sea. Yes, and when plastic arrives at the sea, the tides carry the plastic out to the middle of the ocean and it all collects like this. It's quite a sorry sight, isn't it? Yeah. So this is a global problem. Yeah, we looked at the map of the world earlier, and all of the oceans have plastic like this floating in them. Now, considering we've only really been using plastic for maybe 50 years, that's a lot of plastic in the environment, right? Okay, can you show me the next slide, please? Thank you. Oh, do we know where this is? Yeah, it's not too far from here, is it? Okay. So this shows that plastic pollution is not just a global problem, but it's definitely a local problem as well. Yeah? That's not nice to see, is it? Yeah. Okay, next slide, please. Thank you. And what about this? This is Java. Yeah, mangrove. Mangrove in Java. Covered in the plastic bags. Who knows what mangrove forests are useful for? Yeah, that's good. It's good. Okay, so mangrove forests are good for baby fish. Baby fish. They like being here because they can hide from the big fish that want to eat them. Okay. So they're very important for that, and they're also very important for protecting the coastline. Okay. So as sea level rises, it can eat away at the coastline, But where you have mangrove forest, it protects the land. Okay, so if you live in a village near the mangrove forest, you're protected. But if we kill the mangrove forest, we're not protected, and the sea can come and wash the village away. Yeah. So these are very, very important ecosystems, and we really, really need to protect them. So we shouldn't be letting them get full of plastic, should we? No. Okay, next slide, please. Thank you. Okay. These are the monkeys from Java, aren't they? Yeah. Look, he's eating plastic. Who here has seen an animal eating plastic? No. You've never seen an animal eat plastic? No. Okay. Well, when I had my day out with Diana last weekend, I saw a monkey eating plastic. Maybe I'm looking for it more. Yeah. Because I'm always thinking about the plastic pollution. And so I see it. When I see the monkey eating the plastic, I'm like, no, don't do it. Because animals cannot digest plastic. Okay? When we eat a banana, our bodies can digest it, take the goodness from the banana, and then that's fine. We're perfectly happy. But if animals eat plastic, it gets stuck in their bodies. This is a dead bird, obviously. It's not alive, is it? It's a dead bird, but look how much plastic was in its tummy. So I think that, animals eat the plastic because they think it's food. Yeah? They think it's food. It happens a lot. Fish eat plastic bags because they think they're jellyfish. Jellyfish. Yeah. That's my jellyfish. I don't know. It's not the best jellyfish. And birds, the mummy birds feeds plastic to their baby chicks because they don't know that it's not food, They don't know. The animals don't know. They don't understand. So it's up to us, because we do know, we need to protect the animals and make sure that there's no plastic in the environment for them to eat. Okay? Next slide, please. Thank you. Now then, if we don't throw our rubbish, our waste, our sampah, sometimes, what's the other thing that we do? We burn it, right? We make a fire. And that's normal. Who here has seen a fire of waste, of sampah? Yeah. I've seen lots. All around the world, I've seen it. And I've seen it here in Banyuwangi. Okay? Now, when we burn plastic, it's not the same as burning leaves. When we burn plastic, it releases poisonous toxins, poisonous chemicals that harm our bodies, especially babies' bodies. Okay? Babies and small children, they're not just small versions of us. They're much, much more sensitive because their bodies are developing. And so if babies and small children are around this burning plastic, it's very bad for their health. It can give you problems with your lungs, it can give you problems with your stomach, it can give you problems with your skin, and your eyes, and your reproductive system, for having babies. It can give you problems with your nervous system and your hormone system. Basically, it can affect all of the body, yeah? Just because we're burning rubbish, because we're burning sampah. So we need to do something better. Do you think? Yeah. Okay, next slide, please. Do you know what else burning plastic does? Burning plastic releases carbon into the atmosphere. And what does carbon in the atmosphere do? Makes climate change. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, very good. So, and climate change is causing the polar ice caps to melt, which means that the polar bears are sad, but it also means that our sea levels rise. Right? Yeah, exactly. Which affects us here in Banyuwangi, and it affects many people living on small islands. And Indonesia has a lot of islands, right?
Yeah.
A lot of islands. More islands than any other country in the world, right? It's amazing and so beautiful. But it's under threat if we don't, if we're burning plastic all the time, sending carbon into the atmosphere, causing climate change, making the sea levels rise, then what? Yeah, we need a better future, guys. We need a better future. Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay, next slide, please. Right, so the good news is that lots of people all around the world have been looking at this problem and saying, we need to change. We need to change, yeah? Enough with this plastic pollution. We can do better, all right? So we're not alone. It's not just your school in this fight. It's all of us together from all around the world. In London, in New York, in Fiji, in Japan, name another country.
Indonesia.
Yes. Exactly. We're all together in fighting this plastic pollution. And a lot of it comes from what's called single-use plastic. Okay, so it's not the plastic that is in the air conditioner or the camera or the drawers. It's more this kind of plastic, right? You use it once and you throw it away. And the straws, do we need the straws? I can drink from a bottle without a straw. Can you? Yeah. Yeah, me too. I don't understand why they give us, we're not babies. I don't think we need the straws at all. That's like a really easy thing to stop. Okay, next slide please. Alright, so let's think about what other... Yes, excellent. So, we've got straws, we've got what's this? Cups, bottles, cutlery, knives and forks, all of these things that we use once and just throw them away, and then maybe somebody's going to burn it, maybe it ends up in the river and the ocean, all of these things. We can just do something else, right? Right. Okay, next slide please. So look, here's some ideas of different things that we can do to not use so much plastic. Instead of the shopping bags, we can use cotton bags. Yeah? I always carry a cotton shopping bag in my handbag. So if I go to a shop and I want to buy something and they say, do you need a bag? Do you need a plastic bag? And I can say, no, I don't need a plastic bag, thank you, because I've got my own bag. Because I've got a big brain. Yeah. And what about these? The banana skin bowl. You're so lucky. We cannot grow bananas in England. It's too cold. We can't grow bananas. We can't grow coconuts. We can't grow rice. You're so lucky. You can grow the best food and you cook the best food as well. I've been getting nice and fat in Banyuwangi because your food is so good. Okay, but back to the banana skin, the banana leaves, okay? You can make the most beautiful plates and bowls and packets for the cookies and all sorts of things from banana skins, banana leaves, not skins, sorry. And they look beautiful, don't they? They look much nicer than plastic. Okay. And what about these? Yeah. So you boil your water at home to drink it, right? Yeah. So you can all then put it into another bottle and bring it to school. And then you don't need so many of these. Yeah. So there's lots and lots of ways that we can reduce the amount of single-use plastic that we're using, okay? Because who needs single-use plastic, really? You know? There's a lot that we don't need it. Next slide, please. Okay, so, like I said, there are people all over the world making really cool campaigns in their schools, in their towns, in their villages, to reduce the plastic pollution. This is one of my favourites, Kids Against Plastic. You can look at it on the internet, okay? And the next one, please. Plastic Clever Schools is another really good campaign. You can look at it on the internet. They have so many cool ideas, and you can meet other children in schools all around the world doing fun campaigns to reduce the plastic waste from school. Okay? Is there another slide? Hello? Oh, I've lost my assistant. He's distracted. Focus. Thank you. That's okay. So, alright, now these kids here, these kids are in Australia, and they're doing what's called a school waste audit. So they're looking at all of the waste that the school produces and seeing how much of it is plastic, and then they're going to look at ways that they can reduce the plastic in the school. Okay? And it's a great way to start, I think. It's a great way to start. So maybe that's something that you would like to do in your schools. Yeah? Start looking at how much plastic is being thrown away from the school, and then start thinking about ways that you can make a change. Because it's in your hands. Yeah? It's up to all of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah!
Alright, thank you so much. Can you go to the next slide, please? Terima kasih. And if you have any questions, then please raise your hand, and you can ask in English or you can ask in Indonesian, and my beautiful assistants will help to translate. So thank you so much for listening. Okay, any questions?
Okay, please.
Hello, my name is Arel.
Hi, Alan.
I want to ask you, since when did you start to care about the environment? Thank you.
Good question. Thank you, Alan. When I was a little girl, when I was about, let me think, 10 years old, so that was in the year 1990. I know, a long time ago. Not as long ago as the dinosaurs, but close, okay? 1990, there was a television program in England that I love, and they would show you how to make things from sampah, yeah? So an empty bottle would become a rocket, for example, yeah? Or a cardboard tube you could turn into jewellery, yeah? So I used to love making things from waste. And I think that really made me start to think, why are we throwing all this stuff away? Like, there's loads that I could make with that. I was like, Mother, don't throw it, I'm keeping it, I'm keeping it. So now I think I have the perfect job of trying to find ways to make things from waste all the time. Thank you for the question. Yes. Hello.
What is your opinion about many people littering?
Oh, well, good question. Thank you. So the question was about littering and people throwing their waste on the floor. Now, I think there's two sides to the answer. I think the first side is making sure that there are waste containers. Yeah, we call them bins in English. Waste containers for people to put their waste into. Yeah, and ideally, it wouldn't be just one container. It would be one for the recycling, so one bin for the plastic bottles and the paper and so on, and another one for the organic waste, food waste that we can turn into compost, and then the third one for everything else. Okay? Now that's the first part of the answer. But the second part of the answer is people's attitudes. Yeah? Do we all understand what happens to our waste that we throw on the floor? Or do we just throw it and not think about it again? You know? I think because the litter will stay there. Maybe it will be eaten by an animal, maybe it will end up in the river and the ocean, maybe somebody will sweep it and burn it, you know? Exactly. So I think with littering there's two sides. One, we need to make it easy for people to do the right thing and put it in a container. And second of all, we need to change people's attitudes so that they know that it's not okay to throw it into the environment. Okay? Thank you for the question. Anybody else have a question? Yes, please. I'm very impressed with your English, everybody. I'm really surprised. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nia. What shall I do as study to overcome the stress? Thank you. What shall I do as student to overcome the stress?
Oh, good question. What can you do as a student? Excellent question. Thank you, Nia. Okay, so first of all, I would suggest that students who are interested in making a change can meet together and you can form a green school council. Okay? A green school council. And you can turn your school into a green school. Alright? You can start looking at where the waste is coming from. Maybe you can go to your canteen and see how much plastic is coming from the canteen. You know canteen, where you get your lunch? Yeah. Okay. And do you get food in plastic from the canteen? Yeah. And is all of the plastic necessary? Yeah, maybe. Well, you can look, you know, does every bottle need to come with a straw? No. Because we can drink without a straw. Yeah. We're not babies, are we? Yeah. Okay. So you can get together as a group and start thinking about the different things that you can do in your school to make a change. Okay? Then you can speak with the teachers, you can speak with the people that work in the canteen, and you can explain to them why we need to make this change. Because the less plastic we're using, then the less plastic waste there is to get to manage. Yeah? We don't need to let it be in the environment. We don't need to be burning it. If we're not using it, that's the best answer, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And then you can also look on the internet, look at Kids Against Plastic, look at Plastic Clever Schools, and there's lots of other, I included, I can share with Diana and she can share with your school, and some other links that would be useful. There's lots of lessons for high school kids, videos that you can watch, you can see what kids are doing in other schools around the world, and you can get good ideas, and then you can make your own ideas that are perfect for Banyuwangi. Yeah. Any other questions?
Ya, sebelumnya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Ms. Zuee. My name is Dedira Putri Mityana. Can I ask you something?
Yes, please.
How the solution of the garbage to reuse or recycle in your country? Okay, thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much. Good question. Thank you. Okay, in my country, in England, every house has, let me think, we have 3 bins, okay? We have 1 bin for our dry recyclable waste, so for our plastic bottles, for our newspapers, for our tin cans, what else could go in there? Glass bottles. So we wash them out in the sink and we put them in a box. And then every week the truck comes and it takes the recyclables from our box into the truck and it goes up for recycling. Then we also have a second bin that is for our food waste from our kitchens, okay? So all of the food waste, anything that is natural, you know, you can put into this bin. Every week the truck comes and they empty our bin into the truck and they take it away and turn it into compost. And then we have a third bin that they don't collect every week because there's not much in it. You know, most of our waste is recyclable or it's food waste. Once you're separating those two, there's very little left. And so the third bin only gets collected 1 time every 4 weeks. Yeah, because there's not much there. And it's a good way of doing waste management, right? Because if we're separating things correctly, actually there's very little left that we need to dispose of. And that then goes to a landfill, like a TPA, they call it here, right? Yeah. But it's very little compared to everything else. Okay? Yeah. We also have people that come into the schools and talk to schools. And what else do we have? Like our big businesses, they also recycle. In our markets, we have recycling. We encourage everybody to bring a reusable bag with them, so we don't need lots of plastic bags. Yeah, that's it. It's like little ways, you know. Does it need to be single-use plastic? If we can do something else, like, you know, like before plastic, we all survived. We had cups for our drinks that we washed and used again. Like we still do. It's normal. I just think we use a lot of plastic without even thinking about it. So what I'd like you to do is just be aware, start thinking about how much plastic you're using just because it's there, and think, could we do something else? Yeah? Oh, that's another one. We have those big, you know, the water coolers, water dispensers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we have one of those in the classroom, and then people don't need to bring these. Yeah, we just have our own cup, and you can fill it and drink and take your cup with you. You know? So there's lots and lots of different ways that they're normal for us. You know, there's nothing crazy, there's nothing, you know, really strange or unusual to reducing single-use plastic. Just takes a bit of thought. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Thank you.
Yeah.
One more question? Yes, please. Did you have one as well? Was there a question over here as well? No, you're okay? Yeah.
Here's another type. If you have to change what while if you have to change from back to where if you another time.
Yes, thank you. Well, I'm really looking forward to coming back to Indonesia.
Favorite food in Indonesia? What's your favorite?
Oh, my favourite food. That's a good question. Oh, I'll tell you what I had yesterday. It was green and it was sweet. and it was delicious. And I said to Deanna, "What's this?" It was so good. It was so good. I said, "What's that?" She said, "It's a rice cake." I said, "How is this a rice cake?" In England, our rice cakes are horrible. Yours are so good. Indonesia is winning on rice cakes, definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I've been enjoying. And I'm in December, I'm getting married. And I'm going to bring my husband to Banyuwangi for our honeymoon. It's such a wonderful place. I think you're all really lucky to live here. I think the people of Banyuwangi are so friendly and warm and lovely. I felt very welcome, so thank you very much. And you have the best food, and you have beautiful scenery. So, you know, I would like to live here really, but, you know, I have pet dogs at home. Maybe in time, maybe one day. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
They will sing for you.
Time's up. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening.
They will sing for you.
Thank you very much. May your speech be useful for us. Amin. And we are coming to the last agenda, namely is closing. Let's close our program, our meeting today. As MC today, forgive me for every mistake which I made. I am Rima
And I'm Raisa.
See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sampai jumpa.
Ayo mampirkan aku. Ada yang menyanyi? Sudah. Ada yang menyanyi sudah? Oh, Zora ini habis. Hollywood ini.
Yang pakai yang itu.
Message biar nggak problem ya. Nggak balik-balik, ngecai.
So I want to sing a song. This song is Locked in the Dark by Adele.
Ngomong apa ya?
Take your eyes off of me so I can live for to say to do in which you are taking. This is never ending. We have been here before, but I can say this time 'cause I don't love you anymore. Please don't fall apart. I can face your breaking heart. I'm trying to break in the dark. It feels like we're oceans apart. There is so much space between us, baby. We're already defeated. 'Cause everything changed me. You have given me something that I can't live without. You also not underestimate that where you are now. But I don't want to carry on like every day is fine. The longer we ignore it all, the more that we will fight. Please don't fall apart. I can face your breaking heart. I'm I can love you in the dark. It feels like we're oceans apart. There is so much space between us, baby, we'll already defeat us. Cause everything changed me. Oh, we're not the only ones. I don't regret a thing. Every word I'll say, you know I'll always read. It is the words to me that you were in my life, but I want to live and I just survive. That's why I can love you in the dark. It feels like we're oceans apart. There is so much space between us, baby, we'll already defeat us. Cause everything changed me. Thank you, don't save me. Thank you very much.